Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Guys, today we're taking a first look impressions video for Adventure Quest Worlds 3D. Now, some of you guys might know this, but I'm a huge fan of Adventure Quest Worlds, the 2D version of this game that's on browser. It was literally one of my favorite MMORPGs to play like ever. I used to play it all the time with my brother. We'd hop in together, slay some bosses, get some epic loot. It was awesome. It was one of the few games too I actually paid for their premium service, so I'm a pretty big fan of Adventure Quest Worlds. So Adventure Quest Worlds 3D is the 3D incarnation of pretty much the exact same game as the 2D one, except obviously brought to the 3D world. And a lot of other different changes. There's some subtleties between this game and the other game that make this one more viable for like quick gameplay rather than what Adventure Quest Worlds had. Now, if you guys didn't know, you can play this game on PC as well as on mobile devices, such as, I believe, on the iPhone, the iOS devices, as well as Android. I actually have it on my phone and played it first on the phone, and now I'm making the video here on the computer. Now, one of my favorite things about the game, and one of my favorite things about Adventure Quest Worlds, is the how they used to update it every 2 weeks. Like, new stuff was happening all the time. And so right now they've actually got a special Halloween event. It's one of my favorite events of all time, where you can get the Pumpkin Lord class. And I don't know if you can actually get the Pumpkin Lord class in this game. I think you can, but I'm not sure. But in the original one, I worked hours and hours to get the Pumpkin Lord class. That thing was legit. Now, one of my favorite things about this game is it's a game that makes you work for awesome content, but you feel like you earn the things that you have and that you don't feel gypped about it. Now, it is a pretty grindy game, along with the browser one is pretty grindy, and some of the quests aren't overly compelling, but they did have stories behind them. I like the overarching story, but the little quests along the way, the story is pretty bad. So we're actually gonna jump in and try to play the Halloween event. It's called like Camp Gonna Get You or something. Now this guy, look at this guy. Like, I can't zoom in all the way, but look how cool this guy looks. If I can get, stop moving. Okay, never mind then. So we got this guy here, Mix, and I believe he starts the quest to go to Mogloween Town or go to Camp Gonna Get You. Now, I do want to show you some of the collection that you can get, because they have some absolutely crazy stuff that you can get in this game to make your character just look absolutely awesome. Like this one, which is a head morph. You can actually change your face to look almost like a Frankenstein monster. I'll show you some of the armors that you can end up getting as well. Make yourself look almost exactly like Frankenstein. You can get travel forms. It won't let me actually preview the travel forms. And I don't think it won't let me show you this one either. But there's definitely like a lot of really cool things that you can unlock in this game. And that was one of my favorite things about the original EverQuest Worlds. Was the fact that you could get like so many cool like items and weapons that you could customize with specific stats. So like you could have like a really cool sword that looks amazing, and you could go and buy a scroll to enhance it and give it specific stats. Now, it's a little bit different in this game, I believe. Things actually do have stats in this one compared to, so like I got this blade, which is better than, you know, another blade that I had, like this one, for example. It shows like how bad it would be, but I can make it a costume item if I wanted to. So put that as a costume item, and we'll actually change my sword to look like that one. And then I go back and unequip it. It'll go back to the sword that I'm currently wearing. Now, almost everything I have currently on right now, I had to work pretty hard to get these things, and that's one aspect I absolutely love about the game is you can work really hard to get all this cool armor, and it's almost like you can visually show everybody like the effort that you put into the game. So let's go ahead and head off to go to Camp Gonna Get You and check it out. Now, this is the Halloween event that they're having right now. I've never seen this. I don't know what any of this is. Ooh, see, like I love stuff like this. Welcome, campers, to Camp Gonna Get You. Now, I don't think it'll show like anything like visually crazy or like any kind of story stuff. But they do have some pretty humorous dialogue in this game. Some giant spiders just chilling around. What are those? That look like a jumping, like I don't even know. So it looks like, oh, and they used to have these big events where you could pick different sides and complete quests for that side. Like you can see up here, the Drickens won over the Frogzards. It's really cool, like all the different stuff that they have. So let's see, so we can talk to this lady. It'll actually load a cutscene. Welcome to Camp Gonna Get You, camper. Who, me? Of course, you silly. Are you ready Are you ready? Some serious campground? Are you ready for some serious campground fun? Sure, why not? Great, the camp gonna get you war has begun. So how does this war work? So this is kind of what I was explaining. This like these two competing factions in different events and stuff. There are two cabins who compete against each other to win the camp gonna get you trophy. Counselor Zip runs the drinking cabin and Counselor Ace runs the Frogzard cabin. Just complete their war quest as many times as you can to help your cabin win. The war meter at the top of the screen will let you know how each side is doing. The first cabin to reach 100% wins the war, and the winners unlock a rare prize. Ooh, what's the prize? The winners get their cabin's emblem on a rare flag they can wear everywhere and show their camp pride. And if you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse of the legendary Schrade rising from the depths of the lake to kill again. Haha, sounds spooky. Haha, yeah. It's all part of the camp, gonna get you experience. Seriously though, Schrade will just walk right out of the lake and slaughter you. Just lop your head clean off with his machete. Nothing but neck. See, like, it has like funny dialogue like that. So have fun. We got our first quest. We can go ahead and enter the camp. Now, this is a little bit different from the original Adventure Quest Worlds. I don't remember if it actually had that in this game, but they have crafting that you can craft specific items. So, for example, if I wanted this campy mage outfit, I believe it's just a cosmetic. Yeah, it's an armor that you can get. I have to get 50 craft badges in order to actually create it, and this is what it looks like. So I can get it. It's got like has like merit badges and stuff across the chest. So if I really wanted that, I could work hard and gain enough crafting materials to actually create that specific item. We got camping shoulders that you can get. You can get a couple different hats. You can get a neckerchief. There's a lot of really fun stuff that you can end up crafting in this game. This is the head bandana. Now, sometimes they have really intense, let's see, serious head injury. Let's look at this. You have a, what is that? A wooden board in your head? I can't zoom out. It might be like a sword or something. Campy torch. You have like a camp torch that you can carry around. And Schrade's masked head. You can look like the Schrade that pops out of the camp. Now, all of this stuff actually does cost their premium currency, but like I said before, a lot of their premium stuff is, well, actually, I'm saying it for the first time, a lot of their premium stuff is just cosmetic. So, I think we just have to enter the camp. So, now, I do know that they have a different Halloween event going on right now in Mogloween, where you can actually end up getting the Pumpkin Lord outfit. So, what was that? I just felt an unnatural cold chill. Oh, there he is. There's the shroud right there. I have goosebumps. The hair on the back of my neck is standing up. It feels like I am being stalked. Stalked by an indescribable, dark, and oppressive force. As if any moment could be my last. Nah, it's probably just my imagination. I better go check out the Drick and Frogzard camps. See, that I love just the humor that these games have. They're just super fun, lighthearted games. The Schrade has been spotted down by the lake. Now, I am going to see if I can't head down to where the Schrade might be. Because usually killing bosses can give... Oh, there he is. There's a Schrade over there. Usually killing bosses can give you some pretty epic loot. And all you have to do is hit him once to be considered for that loot that he drops. So if we can at least get over there and hit him at least once. Oh, suck. Now, a lot of the bosses in this game, you need more than one player to mitigate damage between. So hopefully, yeah, we've got 3 players. So we should be fine. I'm pretty sure we won't die. Even though that is a really high possibility. I've died plenty of times in these games. I don't have any potions either. This is gonna go really good. If somebody doesn't take over damage, there we go. So that guy, oh my gosh, why is he? No! Kill him before he kills me! No! Die, Schrade! There we go, final kill. And then he does drop a little bag of loot. Now we've already got 2 items. We got the Schrade's rusty machete, the Schrade's mask, and a craft badge. So if we open up our inventory, we've got the Schrade machete. Now it doesn't do as much damage as what I currently have on, but we'll equip it just to see what it looks like. You can look at that. It's like a black menacing machete, which is probably what that hat thing was. If we, you know, obviously I'm not going to end up using that because it's not as good. But if I wanted to, I can go ahead and just costume it, and there we go. And remember how we got that face mask? Boom, there we go. We got a free version of it. Now it doesn't change the back of my head, but at least we got this for free, and it only took us a couple of seconds too. So I think their monetization in this game is actually really, really good. I do remember spending hours in Adventure Quest Worlds with my brother. We'd go to different websites and figure out, you know, which bosses would drop which loot and stuff, and we'd sit there and fight the bosses over and over because, you know, they have different chances of dropping specific loot. In fact, I could probably look up an item that Schrade, like a very rare item that Schrade will drop, and try to, you know, try to win that. So we'll turn it in. I'm gonna actually join the Dricken side because they actually already won. So welcome to the Dricken cabin, K. Irvin. Can you tell me what makes this cabin different? I have like the mask on of the serial killer. Sure, I'd be happy to tell you why the Dricken cabin is the best cabin. Here in the Dricken cabin, we stand for friendship, fun, and above all, loyalty. Do you know what loyalty is? Yes. Loyalty means doing everything in your power to help Dricken cabin win the camp trophy, even if it hurts terribly. It means collecting war badges and completing my war quest over and over until the Dricken cabin is victorious. Loyalty means putting the Dricken cabin's need to win the trophy above your own life. I don't know, that sounds a little brainwashy to me. More like fanaticism or zealotry than loyalty. Loyalty also means not questioning the counselors, K. Irvin, especially Dodie. Never, ever question Dodie. Hey. So we've already kind of joined his side. Uniforms. They've got a lot of cool stuff we can craft as well. We can preview some of this. His is slightly different than from the other camp. I think a lot of these, yeah, they actually look a lot the same. Gonna get you a harpoon. That actually does look pretty cool. Schrade's reversed dagger. Ooh, okay, that looks awesome. So if I wanted to, I can make this as like an example quest that I'd want. You know, I could kind of put it in the back of my mind. I want to craft this first. Now, this will actually take 13 hours to craft. You can spend premium currency to speed that up, but honestly, like, what I would do is I'd probably finish the quest, start crafting the things that I want, log out next day, log back in. It's totally fine. Like, in fact, I used to have this staff that this lady had right here, which I thought was really cool. Now we can go talk to the Frogzerd camp before we decide to join a specific faction. Now, one of the other things too, and this game is slowly getting to that point, is in the previous Adventure Quest worlds, there were so many cosmetic items, just like an absurd amount of cosmetic items, that everybody looked different. And you could have something from a few years ago that nobody else had, and people, like, I remember you could stand in town and people would be like, wow, like, where'd you get those sweet items? And you could tell them, you know, I worked really hard to actually get these items, or, you know, you just spend a couple of dollars here or there to actually unlock it. Now this guy will load a cutscene as well. Great, a new Frogzerd cabin camper. Hi, K. Irvin. Hi, what sets this cabin apart from the others? Oh, that's easy. They're bad and we're good. Okay, but what makes them bad and you good? Well, the Frogzerd cabin stands for good things and they are the enemy. That's still not very clear. Join our cabin, collect war badges from monsters, and complete my quest until the war meter hits 100%. We will win that trophy because failure is not an option. Just visualize your goal, make a plan, and crush all who get in your way. You guys take this camp war pretty seriously. Well, we can't have those filthy Dricken campers winning and wearing that rare flag around, flapping in our faces. I don't think this is healthy. Oh, it's very unhealthy for the Dricken campers who stand in our way. And we go ahead and accept that. I think the only thing different with this, guys, I think they probably have the same cosmetic items. Now, I actually, I will eventually end up playing through this by myself, probably just on my phone, downloading it, chilling by the TV and playing it. But what I want to do right now for you guys is we're going to actually go ahead and travel back to Babylon. And I want to show you the Mogloween event, because that's personally my favorite event that this game has. And even from time to time, I like jumping back into Adventure Quest Worlds and playing that game. They actually have 3 different places in Darkovia. Let's go to Mogloween. And I'm pretty sure the Mogloween is the place where we can get the ooh, see, like, this looks amazing. It's so cool seeing like places from the Adventure Quest Worlds, the 2D version of the game, come to life in 3D. Now, I do want to warn a little bit about the game, and I'm pretty sure I said this before. The game is really grindy. So if you don't like a game that's grindy, you might not like this game. But it's not too bad of a grind. You can, you know, just go play a little bit here or there. It's not too bad. You can kind of like shut your brain off and play the game if you wanted to. So we got a couple of cosmetic items here. I just want to kind of take a look at some of them. We got a jack-o'-lantern head, a cute pumpkin head. It's like all smiley and happy. The jerk-o'-lantern head is all mean and angry, and then the nasty pumpkin head. Now, I believe this guy had some quests, so let's check out what his quests are. One monster destroyed. Okay. Easy enough. So, travel to the manor lobby. Now, I believe the boss that's in here is the Pumpkin Lord boss that we can destroy and end up getting some of his items. So, in fact, I remember playing through this before, and I think Mix here has got the quest for a lot of that stuff. So, get out of here! Whoa, you're a talking cauldron, and you're a very observant person. Are we done stating the obvious about each other? Sorry, I just don't remember seeing you around here before. He was here last year, okay? I just want to point that out. No, I'm new. New neighbors, yay. Now leave. You sure are in a hurry to get rid of me. Again, master of the obvious over here, listen, I'm really busy. I'm trying to come up with a plan to save your world, so unless you feel like facing unspeakable evil, move along. Maybe I can help. And I've got I love how I have the evil mask on too, so. Seriously, you want to help me? Sure, I'm good with weapons and I'm always ready for a fight. Well, I'm great. I'm Mix. Sorry I was so rude. I just don't have a lot of time. Tell me about this evil. Soon, but first I need you to take care of some things in this house. There we go. Okay. Find the door to the Wings Wicked Witch defeated. And then the Mogloween shop. Ooh, there we go. I think we already saw a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty... Look how freaking sick this hammer looks. And but you have to actually spend money to buy it, so... Which kind of stinks. Some of the really, really cool stuff you have to buy. But you can work... Like I said, you can work to get a lot of really awesome cosmetic items as well, so... Pumpkin crafts. Here we go. This is the Pumpkin Lord armor. This is what I really wanted to look for. So, I could make these things, but I'd have to run through a dungeon probably several times. It would take me maybe a couple of hours to run through and get most of this stuff, I think. So, one of the big ones I want to get is the Pumpkin Lord armor, which requires pumpkin seeds and 2 intact pumpkins. This is what it looks like. It's just the chest piece. The Pumpkin Lord helm. Ooh, dang, that looks way good. The pumpkin sword. This is actually all better than what I currently have. In fact, I love the pumpkin sword so much that might be the first one that I want to run through and try to get. So, the pumpkin shoulder pads and the Pumpkin Lord vines. Like this, all this stuff looks really cool, and you can get it for free. Obviously, it takes a lot of gold to craft some of this stuff, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. So we'll go head up here and start trying to run through this dungeon. Hold on a second. Let's see. We have to travel to the West Wing. So it takes dungeon keys, but I have just an absolute ton of dungeon keys. They give you tons all the time. Enter the public dungeon or enter the private. I recommend going public every time. And the reason why is because when you enter a public dungeon, you have somebody else there to help you get through it. Because some of these things are actually pretty freaking hard to kill. So I think he's glitched out. So we'll just attack this guy. Now I think this is all like a level 1 stuff. So I could probably go through this solo. But some of the higher level dungeon stuff is pretty freaking hard to get through. So combat is pretty simple. You just have 4 skills per class. There's a variety of different classes, and they're coming out with more constantly, so. We should, yeah, we'll be okay. Everything's level 1. I'm level, oh, I've been downscaled to level 3, so maybe this won't be so easy. As long as I, you know, don't die, and I'm out of mana. I do have a mana potion I can use, though. Here we go. Now, you can spend real money to buy mana potions. I think she's probably almost dead, so that's probably why she's running. I'm almost dead too, so I can't help her, or else I would. Oh, snap. Nope. I'm gonna let that slide for a second. I'm gonna slowly let my health regen back up. She'll probably, yeah, she'll respawn right there. She's downgraded to level 3 as well. But teamwork is really, really important in this game. Like crazy important. In Adventure Quest Worlds, the original one, there were bosses that you could not beat solo. You had to wait for other players to jump in and play. And sometimes I'd sit there for hours, you know, hoping that somebody would just show up. And sometimes I'd message in chat and pray that somebody was there paying attention, but you know, you don't always get so lucky. Okay, so this is where we're probably gonna die. Because I don't have... I'm gonna activate my shield. That will keep me alive for a little bit. We have... Yes, we have another person that just joined, so this will make it a lot easier on me and the other girl that's helping me out as well, so... I think... Yeah, he's doing totally fine. He's fine. I'm hoping to at least get through this west wing and defeat the Wicked Witch. So you guys can see what a boss fight looks like. How many waves are in this game? I also recommend pick up all that stuff because you never know what some of these items you might need them for. Like I might need that stuff for crafting. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will need it for some stuff, so. And I do have to get through these west wings before I get to the point where I can actually attack the evil pumpkin or whatever the boss pumpkin is in order to get the pumpkin lord stuff. Also, you do need a target, like you need to hit the, you know, because sometimes you might have teammates that'll run up and just start absolutely obliterating the monsters. So make sure to get at least one hit on them so you get credit for the items and stuff. All right, let's go on to the next room. Smash pumpkin. So this one, I think we just have to kind of run on the pumpkins. I remember last year it was weird because we couldn't figure out. I think we like went like this. I can't remember how we did it. Oh, you click on it. There we go. Oh crap! I just summoned a whole bunch of enemies. Note to self: clicking on them will summon angered ghosts. So don't go smashing everything. Now combat is pretty slow in the game. It's all about going through your rotation and just being patient with enemies. You don't want to, you know, rush a whole bunch of enemies because you might die. In fact, I've seen some high level players come and help me, and because they get, you know, downgraded or whatever, down leveled, they probably die pretty fast. So just be smart, okay? Look at that. I already got some armor. I don't need that one, so we can just leave that there. Ooh, evil Gordite. Yay, we just smashed the correct pumpkin. But we've got a haunted skeleton chasing our friend over here, so. Oh wait, no, that's the angered ghost. Run out of here. Now this is the evil witch. Now I remember fighting her last year. She's hard. She was hard to beat. But I think we'll do fine this time. Because our teammate Death Killer 66 has no idea what he's doing. And he just died. Way to go. Super sour candy. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to craft. And I need to get a whole bunch of those. So it'll take you a while to get through a lot of these things. But let me tell you, it's worth it, okay? It's totally worth the effort to put in to get some of this cool stuff. In fact, I don't need to sit here anymore. I'm gonna kill this last ghost. And then grab some of this salty taffy. And then I'm gonna bust out of here. Boom. Okay. And we can go talk to this guy, turn in our quest. Find the door, Wicked Witch destroyed, done. Loading a cutscene. You're pretty handy, you know that, kid? Thanks. So what was up with this house? Is it haunted? Yeah, well, no, kind of. Thanks for clearing that up. Let me start over from the beginning with the Terror Dimension. It's ruled by Hallows Eve. She took over my dimension a long time ago, and now she's got her eye on yours. If she gets strong enough to cross over, she will start transforming your reality. Your world will turn into one of unthinkable horrors and living nightmares, just like my home. How does Hallows Eve plan on crossing over to our dimension? During this time of year, the walls between our realities rub thin. Portals open between them. Let me guess, one of those portals is inside this house. It is the house. Hallows Eve has given her servants the shape of monsters in your reality, and they have filled the house. She's not strong enough to cross over yet, but she can send her servants through to spread fear. The The more fear she creates on this side, the stronger she gets over there. So we just don't let anyone else come inside the house to get scared. If it was that simple, I would have just locked the door before you came in. She knows that the people hand out sweets during Mogloween. She has created cursed candy for her monsters to mix in with the normal Mogloween sweets. The cursed candy eats away at people's willpower. Without the will to stand up to their fears, they will give in to their terror and feed her more and more power. Exactly, that's why I need you to get as much of the candy from the fear monsters as you can. Okay. We gotta go and fight the Warlock next, but I do want to look. I did not get, I think we have to go through the boss, the next boss area, but we did get some stuff that we can start crafting some, you know, witch things. I think I already had a lot of these things before. So like if I wanted to create spooky witch cape, I'd have to create a witch cape first. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of like off to the side. It looks pretty cool actually. I might end up crafting that. And I did get the witch gloves. I think I got them in the, let's look at my inventory real quick. I believe I got some horn witch gloves. Let's preview these. Yeah, they look about the same as what you can get from that. Well guys, that is it for my first look impressions video for Adventure Quest Worlds 3D. This is a game that's really near and dear to my heart, and I do recommend you guys play it and give it a shot. If you guys want to add me as a friend, KYERVIN, Kyervin is my in-game name. Also, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more online gaming videos. Okay guys, I'll see you next time.